T E C H N O L O G Y. Technology. Over the short period of time in which technology has been around in our lives, they have had an enormous impact, both beneficial and consequential. All groups of people are affected directly and/or indirectly by the use of technology. One major group affected by the use are children. Children are largely affected by the use of technology and are now affected more than ever. Many studies have been conducted regarding technology's effect on social interaction and face-to-face communication of growing children since the rise of cell phone and social media usage in the late 2000s. 4 critical factors necessary to achieve healthy child development are movement, touch, human connection, and exposure to nature. These types of sensory inputs ensure normal development of posture, bilateral coordination, optimal arousal states, and self-regulation necessary for achieving foundation skills for eventual school entry. As children spend more and more time using technology, their abilities in each one of these areas are greatly reduced. A mere 20 years ago, children used to play outside all day, riding bikes, playing sports and building forts. Masters of imaginary games, children of the past created their own form of play that didn't require costly equipment or parental supervision. They don't know how to handle conflict face-to-face because so many things happen through some sort of technology, said Melissa Ortega, a child psychologist at New York's Child Mind Institute. Another thing I'm noticing is they may have trouble initiating interactions, those small talk situations. They don't have as much experience doing it because they're not engaging in it ever. They always have something else going on, she said. Real-life conversations, Baroness Greenfield continued, are, after all, far more perilous than those in the cyber world. They occur in real time, with no opportunity to think up clever or witty responses, and they require a sensitivity to voice tone and body language. This video further explains this. Of the over 75 billion text messages sent monthly in the U.S., teens ages 12 to 17 send the most, with an average of 2,272 texts each month per teen, according to Nielsen Company. Online, children and teenagers can have hundreds of friends without having to leave their home or open their mouths. The researchers' criteria for internet addiction included withdrawal symptoms, irritability and moodiness when not online, being preoccupied with internet activities and foregoing physical activities for more time online. These effects can then transition into the future. For example, during job interviews, since they spent the majority of time during their childhood with their faces to a screen, children once adults will struggle with such scenarios. In any type of interview, presentation and oral performance are crucial. However, by not engaging in real-life conversations, humans lose the skill to properly read body language and communicate properly as well formally. This can then lead to other unwanted results, as one is frustrated or even angry at the fact that they did not get this job and are confused as to why they cannot say the things they wanted to say. Along with interviews, the overuse of technology can stunt social interaction skills, which can greatly affect participating in socializing events, making friends and potentially meeting a spouse. This leaves the individual in a state of low self-esteem. Children now rely on technology for the majority of their play, grossly limiting challenges to their creativity and imaginations, as well as limiting necessary challenges to their bodies to achieve optimal sensory and motor development. Technology also affects the social development indirectly as well. The continuous use of tech promotes inactivity, which is one of the leading factors of obesity. This can cause lack of sleep, weariness, and potentially a factor that increases bullying within schools due to physical appearance. So how do we prevent this? Log off. Jenny Raisky, clinical instructor in developmental behavioral pediatrics at Boston University School of Medicine, published her team's findings. She urged parents to increase direct human-to-human interaction with their offspring. Raisky encouraged more unplugged family interaction in general and suggested young children may benefit from a designated family hour of quality time spent with relatives, without any television and mobile devices being involved. That is all for today. Thank you for your time.
Created using Powtoon.